Ready to go again. Another day. Fire's going. Can't beat that. Nothing like wood heat. Pretty nice. Freezing outside, nice in here. So, yesterday we finished off the frame for the front of this, the desk, or kind of my homemade invention here to hang up my clamps. Works all right. Put a board up there and set them up, and then just a couple bungee cords and put around them and holds them solid. Can't beat that. So yeah, so we made this. It's going to go, I can bring it over. Over here where we can see it. It's going to go on here. So I think what we'll do first is we'll sand that off a little bit. Just here on the edges where we biscuited it together yesterday. Put biscuits in, so get some of that glue off of there. So, there we go. I think that's pretty nice. Nice biscuit joints in there. As I say, in this shop and these videos that I make, you're not going to get anything with all this high-tech stuff. You're just going to get it just down the basics that I've been using for the last 40, 50 years. So anyway, now let's see what we're going to do here. There's something I have in mind. It's going to go on there. I thought maybe make a little special for my little woman. I think maybe I'm going to put a little bit of a bead around that. A little groove, like just around this edge. It looks kind of so plain. Set that there for a minute. So, I think that's pretty nice. A little, just a little, maybe a little deeper. That's better. Pretty it up a little bit. All right. That up there out of the way for a minute. Make sure I get her on the right side. 1, 2, I marked them before. 1, 2, good. All right, I'll make her look a little nicer. Well, it's getting pretty warm here, Joey. There we go. That looks pretty good now. Gotta do a little bit of sanding here. A little bit of a nice groove in it there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but looks a lot better. And now we're just gonna tack this on temporary, make it look a little nicer. There's that thing I was looking for. Yeah. Now, screws. It's in. Too long. Too long. That'll work. No, I got it. I think I got a bit for them little guys. Huh. What did I do with my measuring tapes? I only got about 50 of them. I have to get another new one. Little self-tapping screws. I've got to tell you, they work slick. There we go. I think that looks pretty nice. Could use a little sand in there. I might have to pick up a new rotor bit, not cutting this station. All right, now. When you get old, everything just seems to fight a little bit. Maybe that should hold it. And put it up a little bit higher. Pretty good right there. Huh. Imagine that, eh? Makes it a lot nicer when you have it all pre-drilled before. I think this one is just a smidgen too high. being I drilled it before, to get it close, the screw should just follow them right in. I guess that's it. Can't see in there, I don't know. Yeah. All right, I think we got her by George. All right. So, get some dowels, we'll make it look nice. Well, I had got these, but shorter ones anyway. Problem is, you know you got something, you just don't know where the heck it is. Anyways, these will work, it's just a little harder to cut. So, can't waste all day. When I get all finished, it'll turn up. What I'm looking for is one like that, but it's made out of pine, so it's a lot softer wood. Cut her a bit shorter, make her a little easier to work with. Here's a piece of scrap. That'll work. There we go. So what I do is I just take this and throw a little glue on her. Tap them in there. Take the little coping saw and nice if I could do it the other way. I think I'll lay it down. And that way I can make it a lot easier. I can go with the grain against it, and I'm going to have to, I'll show you. I'll show you. So the thing is that you're going this way to cut these dowels off, you're going to leave marks across your wood, which are sometimes a little harder or difficult to get off. So what I do is if you go with the grain, makes it for a lot better, like so. Simple as that. And she makes her look really nice. And actually, these dowels, when they're all in there and sanded, they really give it a real nice look too. Like see that? I'm famous for getting glue over the people. Some people use it so sparingly. Me, wipe her off and carry on. These are a great saw. This one here is an Irwin. It's you can buy them on Amazon for around, I think they're like $20-some. And they cut nice and flush. And you can turn them around and cut the other way. And the only thing you have to remember is to take all the glue off when you're done like that. Take that off and it gets glued and it plugs up the teeth. Anyway, that's that. We'll just do the same on the other side. There you go. So, while we got her laying down there, might as well give that a quick sand job, make her look nice. There again, it's nicer to do the top here, sand this here off. And once I put the top of the table on, then you're not going to be able to get a sander up in close if you find something wrong right now. So I always make sure anything close to the top I do really good before I move ahead. And I always go by feel, especially, I guess you could say I'm getting older, but my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but I always feel the wood. And like here, I don't feel any imperfections, like imperfections. Spit it out, George. Imperfections, and it's nice and smooth all the way across. So then I know it's good. Same as the top, I always check them. Make sure that these line up with the legs and the cross pieces so that everything is nice and smooth. So when I lay that top on, it's going to be on flat. So now we just got to do these legs. That's the thing, eh? I don't think it's going to be a little bit too high for me. Maybe not. I think I can reach them. Huh. And these ones here on the top, there's another leg that goes down here, or a bar. But I'm not going to put it in because the wife, as I said in the other video, that way she can put her legs under it without hitting it. But if I ever want to make it just into a table, I can always put the bar in. That's why I pre-drilled these holes here. So them ones I'll leave, and I'll just put a couple buttons in it. I got some up top, I'll show you later. Just put 2 buttons in there, and then that'll, I can just pop them out whenever I want, or if I ever want to. So, I think I can do these on this guy. A little more glue. Can't be skimpy on the glue. Talking about glue, I gotta show you something. There's my apron. I glued up, as I said, so many projects. That darn thing is so old. You know, I had a grad sale. So I put a bunch of things out there, and a fellow come up and asked, "You got any antiques?" And I says, "Well, I don't know. I got a bunch of old stuff. I don't know whether you call them antiques or not. Hell, I'm old. But I don't classify myself as an antique." But anyways, he got looking around, and I thought he was being a little bit nosy, to be truthful with you. And anyways, he happened to spot this apron. He said, "I want to buy that apron." And I says, "What the hell would you want to buy that for?" And he says, that apron's got a lot of stories. Look at the work that thing has done. It's just, you know, that I want it." I said, "Well, I don't really want to sell it." And so anyways, one thing led to another. And I said, "How much do you want for it?" He said, "I'll give you $100 for it." I go in the back of my mind, I go, hell, I only paid $10 for it years and years ago, or I don't even think I paid that, to be honest with you. I can't remember. But anyway, it wasn't very much. And I said, "No, I don't want it." He said, "I'll give you $200. I go, "No, I'm not going to sell it." I said, I want to keep it. Because I can think, every time I look at this, just as he said, there's a story to it. And being a story writer, like I have 7 published books on the market now. It's been out there for years. A couple more on the go, actually. And I just can't sell it. So he was kind of upset. But anyways, I just thought I'd show it to you. Kind of shows you a little bit of how much I've done over the years, maybe. But anyways, yeah, there's a story in itself. So, I actually still write. I write for Post Media in Canada. I write 52 columns a year. My stories go all across Canada and in different newspapers and things like that. And so I'm one of their longest columnists, and you don't make much money at it. But I just write about everyday things like my life back on the farm, growing up, and all kinds of things like that. You can find my name on the internet. Just punch in George Walters, Port Loring, Ontario, and it'll come up, and my books will come up. And I'm not saying it just for you to buy my books. I'm just trying to, so that we can become used to each other and get to know each other, I should say. Anyways, just, yeah, as I say, just punch in Google or whatever, George Walters, Port Loring. You'll see my blogs on there. I also have a podcast, which I do, and I'm trying to figure out a way to add this to my YouTube channel. there's over 150 stories, short stories that I read on there, and so people can listen to them. And it's hard to believe, but I got a lot of old friends that can't read, and they never learned how to read, so they don't see much of that nowadays. But anyways, I kind of did it for them, but I've got a lot of compliments on it. And they're all on there, and now these YouTube videos will be on there too. Oh, I forgot one little thing. Ah. Looks pretty good. Sometimes you think you got it perfect, but then when the lighting, if you get look at it at a different angle or with the light shining on it, you say, gee, I missed that spot. All right, so I'm going to show you something here. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Right here, this old wood has got a knot in here, and this piece chunked out a little bit. Now, you probably never see it, but I'm going to show you something, and you probably, if you don't know, there's an easy way to fix that problem. First off, since I did a lot of sanding in this old shop vac of mine, I'll just open that up for a bit. We're just going to take a handful of that sawdust. Maybe I'll clean it a little bit while I'm at it. Put that back. Here again, I had this darned old shop vac for 40 years. You make do with what you got if you can't afford what you got. I mean, if you can't afford all these new things. So, thing is, you're never ever going to match the wood buying filler in the store. So, if I just use the sawdust, just mix up a little wee bit of that, so then I know it's the same wood as that. And with a putty knife, you didn't need that much, George. Oh well. I'll just put it over here. Don't need that much either, George. Anyways, put a little bit of that in it. Keep mixing it around. So now, you got the same color as that. Isn't that neat? We're going to take that. Put it on there nice and smooth. I always put on a little bit more than what you need, because I found over the years that if you just put it on and wipe it right straight off, it's going to shrink a little bit, and then you're going to have an indent again. So I always leave it up. Like now I'll go for dinner. After I come back, I'll just sand that off, and you'll never ever know. It'll all be one. So, see any other problems? Got a knot hole here, but I'm in a wormhole. I think I'm just going to leave them. If the wife doesn't want that, then I'll fill them. But I think she will. We'll see. She changes, so. End grain, sometimes you get a little bits of cracks in them, but these are all good. So I think that's going to be sanded there. See the light shining on that board there, and now I can see it. So, but anyways, that's what I do with I want to mix up, and always try to put a little of this. I usually have a jar, and I put it in and just set it up there in case I ever need it. But anyways, oh yeah, sand that off a bit. Took that extension cord from over there. You watch now. I'll be doing something, wanting to do something over there with a piece of equipment, and then I'll go, where the hell's that damned extension cord again? Anyways, that can dry a little bit there while I fill that. And looking good. See, it's almost identical, same color. So you don't mix and match and pay all this money for all this special kind of treated wood or dyes that they want. I don't know what the hell they want nowadays, but anyway, you can just do that. Because whatever your project you're using, if you just save it out, a little bit of that, it doesn't matter whether you're using walnut or Purple Heart for like I use for my flutes. I always save that. Put it away. If you get a little indent, just put a little on your finger and put it over. You got the same color, so nobody will ever know that you even patched it. Simple. Anyways, as I say, we're going to go have some dinner now. And have some lunch, I should say, and a cup of coffee. I'm tired and it's only 12:30. Oh, what are you going to do? If I can get the top on this afternoon, that'd be nice if I could stain it today. And then it can dry, and then tomorrow I can just put the urethane semi-gloss over the top and be done. put her in the studio. So what I should do though is, where is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, I'll bring it out later. I don't have a pen with me. I just like to always autograph them. I sign them and then put the date and things like that, and the weather. Uh-oh, here comes the boss now. Probably wondering where I am for lunch. So, well, we'll see what she thinks. If it passes that inspection, we're doing good. And this is it. Here comes the boss. If it passes this inspection, I'm good to go.
Looks pretty good to me. I like it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I put all these in it and did the fence. I put in this little thing for you. Just a slight hint. So make it look like instead of just 4 square boards stuck on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, I just got to put the top now, and I figured I'd let that go. And
the top.
Just the top. It's somewhere. Oh, it's over there.
This one.
Yep.
Very good.
Anyways, I'm going to go for lunch.
Is this one on solid?
Yep.
Oh, we can unscrew it if you want.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's why I put that on, so if we ever want to do something different later on, we can.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but that looks nice.
Yep.
So, anyways,
Yep.
we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.